story starts, and we are shown to the Eid Kingdom, where we see a magician named Galleon and a girl named Muriela. Muriela is the daughter of the commander, and everyone hates Galleon, and especially Muriela's father Merrick, because Muriela is in love with Galleon, and he is taking advantage of her. After this, all these people start having dinner at night. Here we see the farmer's wife, whose name is Solana. The farmer is living happily with his family. Now the next morning, the farmer's wife is going to her mother's house, and she is also taking her son Zayf with her. Whenever people are going on the road, Zayf asks his mother about his father. On the way, Zayf asks his mother that if they are your parents, then why are not my father's parents? On which Solana tells him that your father is an orphan, that's why he doesn't have parents. Many people raised him, but no one knew who his parents were. After this, we are shown the king of this kingdom, whose name is King Conrad. Some of his soldiers come to him and tell him that some demons are roaming here whom these people call Krux. They are very cruel. They kill humans badly. That's why they start preparing a team to deal with them. On the other side, Solana reaches her mother's house, and the farmer is working at his house. He feels something is wrong, and soon he understands that he is a Krug, and that's why he fights with all the Krugs one by one. He fights with them with a lot of bravery and kills them one by one. Then the Krugs enter their house and set fire to it. Now Merrick also comes here and starts fighting with them, and they both kill a lot of Krugs together. But the farmer knows that now these Krugs will go to his wife and kids. And now farmer goes to Solana. Merrick also goes with him. On the other side, Muriela is practicing sword fighting. Then he meets Commander Terrace, and he also practices with him. But as soon as Terrace leaves, the king's nephew comes here. His name is Duke Fellow, and he is a drunkard. He is always drunk, and he is proud of the fact that he will be the king after the king is gone. He also teases Muriela and tells her to respect her future king. On the other hand, we see Solana in her village where a wedding function is going on. Solana is watching all these things with zeal. Then her eyes fall on Krux. That's why she warns everyone, and Krux attacks them. There is chaos all around, and the Krux start killing people mercilessly. And they start burning them. But then a farmer comes here and he starts fighting with the Krux. Here we know that Galleon runs all these Krux, and Galleon is their owner. He is doing all these destructions because he wants to be the next king here. But Solana drives Zayf away from here because she knows that they were killing everyone. Then one Krux catches Solana, and the second one follows Zayf. When Zayf runs in the jungle, Krug follows him and kills him. After his son's death, farmer breaks his head. Then he buries his son, and on the other side, Raja meets his soldiers. Because he knew that soon Krug will attack them too. That's why he needs more soldiers. Now we see Galleon and Duke. We know that they are together. Duke helps Galleon. After this, Raja reaches farmer's village. He says that all the young people here should join our army. Then we can defeat all the Krux. But here farmer gets angry at Raja. He says that you don't care about the kingdom, because if you had, so many people would have died. You would have spread your people everywhere. We don't need a king like you. We will go by ourselves and fight Krux. Saying this, he leaves. Then Merrick sees Merrick. He goes to him and says that you may not remember my face, but I know you very well. We met during a war which happened many years ago. Merrick doesn't answer him about this. But here Merrick gets answers to his questions. On the other hand, we see Merrick, who reaches to farmer and says that if brave people like you come to our army, then only we can defeat Krux. But farmer says that I don't need you, and I will never join Raja's army. He says this and leaves, and then goes to Merrick and meets Raja. Raja says that there is something wrong with this farmer. He seems to be a stranger. Then we see the farmer who has left with Merrick, and he has Solana's brother with him. Because farmer's wife has been captured by Krux, and he wants to save her from any kind of danger. He has lost his son, but he doesn't want to lose his wife. That's why they are going to the mountain where all the Kruxes are. They find a big pit in the middle, and they have to go to the other side of the pit. So farmer says that we have to hang and go. And by saying this, he easily crosses this pit. But now it's the turn of Merrick and Solana's brother Bastian. They also start crossing the pit, but they get stuck in the middle. And they fall into the river and start flowing with the water. But the farmer who is running after them, he takes them out of the water. After this, the king reaches his palace and he sees Duke fighting with Ishq. So the king gets angry at him. He says that you know what is going on in the kingdom. That's why you will be punished. So he sees Galleon, who is getting angry at his people. And slowly his intentions are also understood. That's why Galleon starts shouting at him. He says that I want this whole kingdom. And after saying this, he disappears from here. On the other hand, we see the farmer. These people are slowly moving forward in the jungle. Now Duke reaches to the king and tries to apologize to him. And the king also forgives him. He also shares his food with him. On the other hand, the farmer is moving forward in the jungle, so he feels something is wrong here. Then here we see the girls of the nymph race who hang them on the tree. The leader of those girls is Elora. Elora tells them that there is no place for strangers in this jungle. Farmer says that we were just passing by and he says to leave him. But Elora doesn't let him go, so farmer frees himself. On the other side, Muriela goes to Raja and tells him what the Galleon is trying to do. But then Raja starts to get sick and we get to know that poison is mixed in his food. On the other hand, we see Duke, who goes to Galleon and says that he didn't know that poison is in Raja's food. And I ate that food too, which means I am going to die too. On which Galleon says that I can save you if I want to, but you have to promise me that you will do whatever I do. Duke agrees to his words and Galleon saves his life. Now Muriela goes to her father and tells him that she was with the Galleon, and what is he going to do? To which Merrick gets angry and says that you had given shelter to the devil. He used to come here with your help, and you don't even know how dangerous he is now. Only 2 magicians are alive. One me and one him, but he is more dangerous. On the other side, we see the farmer, and now those girls are also helping him. She brings them out of the jungle and leaves them. Now Merrick goes to Raja, and now Raja's health is getting better. So farmer reaches to a Krux. He sees that he has a big army. Here we see Solana, who was in his captivity. Solana was still alive. So he does the same thing as Galleon told him. So he takes a piece of Raja and disappears, and tells everyone that Raja is going to die. And now I am the next king. So Raja is also ready to fight with his army. But now the Krux attacks both the farmer's companions and takes them both as prisoners. And they hang the farmer at a place where they are going to hang him. Then the farmer kills the Krux. Seeing this, Galleon also gets shocked. He does not understand who the farmer is. On the way, Merrick finds the farmer. He feels that his life is in danger, so he gives him medicine. He takes him to his camp, where the farmer's treatment begins. The king comes to meet him, but he doesn't understand why he has brought Merrick Farmer here. Merrick says that because Farmer is your son and I recognized him because he used to live with Norrick. Norrick had a queen's horse, and after knowing that I came to know that only one child was alive in that war, and that was your son. The king is surprised to hear this, but the farmer refuses to believe this. The farmer says that I think you are mistaken. I am not your son, and he leaves saying this. Raja gets sad and says that that war took away my wife from me, and today my son too, who is not even ready to recognize me. I don't know what Gord is doing with me, and Merrick says that whatever Gord did was good. Because if your son was with you, then the enemies would have killed him. But your son separated from you, and he became very strong and powerful. Saying this, Merrick reaches to the farmer. He asks him, "Where are you going?" To which the farmer replies that I am going to save my wife. So Merrick replies that I want you to be the next king of this kingdom because you will not be able to give anything to your wife in this way. You want to give her a poor life again, but you and your wife are worthy of a good life. Then we see Taddis, who takes his army with Duke's army. Then Duke starts to provoke other soldiers too. He says that the king is dead. So I am the king. Come with me. I know what is better for our kingdom. But then the king comes and everyone is shocked. All the soldiers who were with the king come back to the king. Now there is a farmer with them, but soon the Krux army comes. And a dangerous fight starts between them. Krux doesn't care about his life. They die but still don't back off from fighting. But King's army is also in a great rush, so they start killing those Krux one by one. And Farmer is also killing those Krux so that he can go to his wife soon. Rekal Diog is getting scared. He knows that now it's his turn. So he asks other Krux to fight, but Farmer keeps killing everyone. Galleon is also watching all this, and he is happy because he killed many of King's people. But now Diog is also angry, so he takes out his arrow and kills the king. because he wants to be the king, but he runs away after killing him. But on the way we see Muriela, who was coming to help her father, but she meets Diok on the way. Then the nymphs come and kill all the people of Diok and make Diok a prisoner. On the other side we see Bastion and Norek, who are in prison, but they try to run away. But Norek dies fighting. But Solana also starts running away, and we see Raja on the other side, who is breathing his last. Then Farmer comes to Raja and they both start talking. Raja tells him about a saying. Farmer gets shocked hearing this because this saying was always echoing in his ears. So Raja says that he used to tell this saying to his son in his childhood. Now Farmer also believes that Raja is his father. And then Raja dies. Farmer breaks down again, because he lost his life when he met his father. On the other side, we see Terence, who is preparing the whole army. Then Muriel comes here. Terence gets angry with his whole team. He says that he shot at Raja, so I will kill him. But still he gives Duke a last chance to challenge. So they start fighting. Terence defeats Duke very badly. Now he is about to kill Duke, but there is a commotion that the king is dead. Now he stands up and says that I am your king. I am your last reign, so you can't kill your king. Then Merrick comes and tells everyone that Duke killed the king. But the king's one reign is still alive. And as soon as Terence hears this, he cuts Duke's throat. Then Merrick tells everyone that Farmer is the son of the king. He was separated from him in his childhood, and that's why Farmer is made the new king of this kingdom. That's why all of them bow down to the king, and Farmer also prepares them for the battle. On the other hand, Solana is caught by the Galleon, and he understands that she is the wife of the farmer. That's why he keeps her in his control, because he knows how dangerous the farmer is for him. But now Farmer is preparing how he will defeat the Galleon. That's why he is going to send his army to fight with Kruxus. His commander will be Teres. And the farmer will go to the Galleon's palace so that he can kill him and his magic will be gone. Here Muriela tells the farmer that I also want to go with you. And she also tells that someone else also wants to go with you. She takes him to the forest where she finds Allura, who says that we also want to kill the Galleon. He keeps on getting our jungle cut off from Kruxus. That's why he is our enemy too. That's why we will fight with you. After that, all of them leave for his palace. And Merrick is with them. Now they reach that place. Merrick says that I am going to the palace using my magic. There we see Solana and Galleon, where Solana says to him that how did you recognize me? That I am the wife of a farmer. Now the whole army of the king reaches the Krux, and the fight starts here. But Merrick says that let me go to Galleon first, and he uses his powers and goes to Galleon, but Galleon uses his magic to draw his sword. So Merrick also draws his sword and they start fighting. But on the other side, Farmer is also ready to come here, so Laura helps him and she throws a rope, and with the help of rope Farmer also comes to the wall. Galleon kills Merrick and says I am more powerful than you. Now Muriela also uses her powers and reaches her father. Muriela says that I didn't know that I also have so many powers. To which Merrick says that you are my daughter. And one day your powers were going to come out. But now I am going to die, and now I am going to give you my powers. And he gives all his powers to Muriela, after which his life is lost. And on the other hand, a dangerous battle is going on. Then the farmer reaches to the Galleon and he starts fighting to save his wife from the Galleon. But the Galleon uses his powers and he uses his magic to trap the farmer in his powers. And he is about to kill him when Muriel comes there. She uses her powers on the Galleon and he loses his mind. Solana takes advantage of this and puts the sword in the Galleon's stomach. By then the farmer is free and he picks up his sword and cuts off the head of the Galleon. And as soon as the Galleon dies, all the Krux leave the battle. They start going back, and seeing this stage, everyone understands that the Galleon is dead. Now the farmer is also very happy to meet his wife, and now his kingdom is completely free. And now the farmer is the new king of his kingdom, and with this great film ends here.